The rope tornado. Among the most visually arresting patterns, rope tornadoes are among the most common. They are long, slender, and resemble snakes as they wind and twist their way across the blue sky. The majority of the time, they occur while a tornado is losing its strength and stretching out as it loses energy. Even though they appear to be quite thin, rope tornadoes are capable of carrying winds that are powerful enough to cause automobiles to flip over, trees to uproot, and homes to be destroyed. Storm chasers frequently refer to rope tornadoes as the most beautiful type of tornado due to the wild and twisting motion that they exhibit. However, you should not be deceived because standing too close to one could still result in death. The tornado with a wedge. To put it another way, wedge tornadoes are the exact opposite of rope tornadoes, which are both thin and wiry. These are gigantic funnels that are vast and typically have a width that is more than their height. Some wedges can be almost a mile wide, which gives them the appearance of a moving wall of storm clouds rather than a traditional tornado. Wedges are particularly hazardous due to the fact that their particular shape makes it difficult to identify them at first. They can appear to be a funnel rather than a part of the storm itself when viewed from a distance, which means that people may not always recognize the threat until it is too late to do anything about it. The famed El Reno tornado that occurred in 2013 was one of the largest wedge tornadoes that have ever been documented. At its apex, it measured about 3 miles in width, the tornado with multiple vortices. When they reach this point, tornadoes become extremely strange. When smaller tornadoes spin inside of a bigger tornado, this results in the formation of a multi-vortex tornado. Imagine that there is a single enormous tornado that has several arms that are going around and around its core. Because of these sub-vortices, the destruction may be uneven. For example, one house may be completely flattened while the house next to it is only barely impacted. Storm scientists find multi-vortex tornadoes to be both intriguing and horrifying because they demonstrate the unpredictability of the devastation that may be caused by tornadoes. A tornado including satellites. A satellite tornado is a smaller tornado that arises close to a larger core tornado and rotates around it in the same way that a moon orbits a planet. Even when they are on their own, these lesser funnels are still dangerous. However, when they are joined with the parent tornado, they form a horrific tornado family. One of the most well-known occurrences occurred in the year 2004 in the state of Kansas, when a massive wedge tornado was surrounded by smaller satellite funnels, resulting in one of the most photographed tornado events in the records of human history. It appeared to be something that would be found in a post-apocalyptic film. The tornado made of stovepipes. The stovepipe tornado is one of the most recognizable shapes, and it appears precisely as its name implies it should. Stovepipe tornadoes are tall, straight, and cylindrical in shape, and they have a breadth that is practically identical from the roof to the bottom. You should not be deceived by its neat and symmetrical appearance because it has the potential to be just as destructive as an EF4 or EF5 wedge tornado. Stovepipes are among the most breathtaking storms to film for storm chasers, since the funnel is typically quite visible and well-defined while they are in motion. The tornado of the cone. This is the classic shape of a tornado that you see depicted in movies and in literature about weather. Constructed in the shape of a triangle, it is broader at the base and becomes narrower as it approaches the cloud. There is a wide range of sizes for cone tornadoes, from being small and weak to being large and catastrophic. Because they are so easily identifiable, individuals frequently fail to see the threat that they provide. However, experience has proven that even tornadoes in the shape of cones are capable of destroying entire towns if the conditions are favorable. The waterspouts are tornadoes that form over water, and they can be breathtaking to watch. They look like spiraling columns reaching from the clouds down to the ocean or lake, sucking up spray as they spin. Most waterspouts are relatively weak, but powerful ones, called tornadic waterspouts, can be just as strong as land tornadoes. In rare cases, waterspouts have even come ashore, causing unexpected destruction along coastlines. The landspout. Think of a landspout as the land-based cousin of a waterspout. They form without the usual rotating supercell thunderstorms that create most tornadoes. Instead, they appear suddenly under developing storms, often looking like thin ropes or small funnels. While landspouts are generally weaker, they can still produce EF2 level damage, which is more than enough to destroy mobile homes and flip vehicles. Their biggest danger is their surprise factor. People often don't see them coming. The elephant trunk tornado. Elephant trunk tornadoes are long, thin, and flexible, resembling, you guessed it, an elephant's trunk dangling from the clouds. They often form during the early stages of tornado development, before the funnel grows wider and more powerful. Photographers love elephant trunk tornadoes because of their elegant curved shape. But don't let the beauty fool you. If conditions intensify, these trunks can evolve into deadly wedges in minutes. Fire whirls and fire tornadoes. Now we enter the truly weird territory. Fire whirls, often called fire tornadoes, happen when extreme heat from a wildfire creates a spinning vortex of flames and smoke. They're rare but incredibly dangerous, combining the destructive power of fire with the chaos of a tornado. In 2018, California's Carr Fire produced a fire tornado so intense, it was classified as an EF3 event, with winds over 140 miles per hour. Witnesses described it as something out of a nightmare, a swirling tower of fire tearing across the landscape. The invisible tornado. Yes, invisible tornadoes exist. Some tornadoes are so rain-wrapped that you can't see the funnel at all. Instead, all you see is a wall of rain, hail, and debris. These are some of the deadliest tornadoes because people don't realize a twister is inside the storm until it's already too late. Storm chasers often warn that these are the most dangerous tornadoes to chase, since visibility is nearly zero, and it's easy to drive straight into one without realizing it. Twin tornadoes. While multi-vortex tornadoes involve smaller funnels inside one tornado, twin tornadoes are separate funnels forming close to each other. Sometimes they spin side by side, and in rare cases, they can merge into one massive twister. One of the most famous twin tornado events happened in Pilger, Nebraska in 2014. Two powerful EF4 tornadoes tore through the town simultaneously, leaving behind catastrophic damage. The sight of two massive funnels side by side is both rare and unforgettable. Tornadoes are one of nature's most powerful forces, but they're also some of the strangest. From rope-like twisters to fire-filled vortices and even invisible storms hidden in rain, each tornado shape tells a story about the atmosphere's raw and unpredictable power. So here's the question. Which tornado shape do you think is the scariest? The mile-wide wedge or the fire tornado of nightmares? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell icon so you never miss our deep dives into the world's most fascinating